What's going on, guys? It's your boy Kev here, back with another video. This video today, guys, is going to be a NBA prize picks video. I'm going to start with this intro every time, guys, just to make sure everyone knows what we're talking about. So welcome to the video again. NBA prize picks. If you're new to prize picks or new to the channel, prize picks is a daily fantasy sports platform where instead of picking players, you pick overs and unders on the point projections of players. So as you can see, for example, Rudy Gobert here is projected 40. So I could pick if I think he's going to do better or worse than 40. So yeah, it's pretty cool, and you can parlay them in a 2, 3, 4, or 5 kind of parlay. So I can pick Rudy, Kyrie, Jonas, DAngelo, and Jokic, or I can pick 2 of them. Obviously, the more you do, the more you risk, the more you reward or get rewarded. Obviously, because it's harder to hit a multiple parlay opposed to, or 3, 4, 5 parlays as opposed to 2. Also, the more money you put down, the more you'll win. Obviously, the more you'll lose if you lose as well. But yeah, it's cool because you can do it between different sports too. So for example, say I had LeBron James at 30 points hypothetically, and I think he's going to go over 30. I pick LeBron James. I see Tom Brady, football. I think he's going to be, he's projected 19. I think he's going to be under 19. I can pair those two together, and I put $20 down, win $40. Just as easy as that. So it's really simple, guys. A really easy way to make money. Honestly, I think this is one of the more calculated betting platforms and daily fantasy platforms where you can do really well and do really consistent. I know a ton of our Patreon users post about it all the time. They've been killing it, absolutely killing it. They do a lot of five pick parlays and stuff like that. I call it parlays. I don't know if anybody else does, but it's essentially the same thing to me. But I like that you get to do it off players, not just outcomes of games. And I think players, as we know, are a lot more predictable sometimes. Hence why we all love DFS. But I'm telling you guys, try it out. It's a lot of fun. If you do, please use the code DGF. Really helps support us, helps support the channel. Really appreciate it, guys. And also, Prize Picks is crazy, guys. They're nuts. I don't know how they make any money. They will match you your first deposit for up to $100. So check that out. I mean, so you throw $100 in that first time, they're going to match you $100 credit. So that's pretty crazy. I would definitely consider, obviously, if you're going to deposit a little bit more. And I don't get paid for saying that. I just think, obviously, if you're going to deposit and they're going to match, why not? Same thing like a 401k. So, but yeah, very interesting. Let's get right into it, guys. I'm going to go over my picks this week for my my NBA prize picks. I have 5 for you guys. As you guys know, if you know me or you know this channel by now, I'm Classic Kev. Pen and paper. I'm old school. So I'm going to go through my notes and what I have written down here. We're going to be looking at Kyrie Irving first, okay? Kyrie, 49 points. So far, Kyrie's, and I'll tell you right now, guys, what I'm looking for when I'm talking about prize picks for NBA. A lot of you guys are familiar with what I look for NFL or MMA, but NBA, it's a little different. I look for things like minutes, the usage of the players, obviously their scoring, their consistency, and yes, even preseason. This early, I like to see how preseason went a little, so I'll probably be taking that into consideration more than I would in a usual setting, or later down the season or the year. So yeah, let's talk about Kyrie. 49 points. I think he hits the under of this. He's hit it twice. He's hit over 49 twice in 8 games. Jazz have been strong against point guards, ranking 3rd in the NBA so far against the position. He's playing fine basketball. I love Kyrie. He's one of my favorite players, actually. But 49 is a steep mountain to climb, and as I stated, it's a tough matchup. So I think there's good reason that he goes under 49. And like I said, he's a stud, but that's a team that's also struggling a little bit. I mean, the offense is there, but it's a team that's struggling to get the ball moving the way they want to. So I definitely think if I had to pick on Kyrie, I'd go under, and I think that's not a bad bet. Moving on to DAngelo Russell. DAngelo Russell, he's hit, I mean, again, I'm doing a little preseason action here, but he's hit 38 1 of 8 times, and barely. Not amazing this year. I think he's been a little lackluster. Good player, but he's barely in the top 40 for his position. This is crazy. He's barely in the top 40. I think he's like 39 for player efficiency, for his PER, player efficiency rating at his position, which is wild amongst point guards. So not something you want to see. That team is not moving the ball, like I mentioned about the Nets. They're not moving the ball well either, and is a bottom 6 team for points for. So, that is not a team I'm going to be dying to target right away either. Add to the fact that, it's a top 12 defense he's playing against. So that's going to hurt me a little more, or hurt him for me a little more too. So I'm going to take the under on DAngelo Russell as well, like I did on Kyrie. I'm actually a little more confident in the under on DAngelo Russell, there's so many factors pointing me in that direction. Let's go over to Joker, Nikola Jokic. You know, he's at 51, and that seems crazy, but I think I'm actually going to attack the over of 51, just because, I mean, he's been absolutely lights out. He's fully rested up now. Got some time off tonight. He's averaging a nutty 55.2 points per game this year. That's fantasy points. And crazy 36 minutes per game. He is just, he is part of every play. He is that team. Facing a middle of the road defense. I mean, he's given me no reason to doubt him yet. And like I said, his average is actually 4 points more than that. So Nikola's crazy. I think I'm just gonna, keep riding that hot hand until he shows me, that he's cooling off. So I'm taking the over on the Joker. Next up, we are going to be looking at, where's my friend Jonas? There he is. Jonas is 38. I'm going to take the under on Jonas. Big man, 38 isn't too tough to get to for a center like him. But he has only done it a third of his game so far, and under 30 his last 3 games. I mean, even if you want to throw preseason out the window, his last 3 games he's gotten under 30. So it's definitely something to consider, guys. I'm not fully sold on him hitting that over. I think 38's a little steep for a player like that. I mean, it's all subjective, guys, as you know. Like I said, Kyrie, if it was 30, I'd be smashing the over all day. Jonas, I mean, I'm going to have to take the under. Honestly, it's a little bit scary. So I'm probably going to avoid that one. I know we've mentioned a couple unders so far, but this is going to follow suit. A little bit of recency bias, but, and I will say he does have a favorable matchup against the Lakers, who haven't done great against opposing centers. But that being said, I'm still going to be taking the under on him. So let's move on to our last pick, guys, Rudy Gobert. Rudy, good player. This one's close for me for sure. One of my least confident ones that I'm going to be talking about tonight. But what is selling me is he's averaging just at this point. I mean, his projection is 40. He's averaging, I believe, 39.9. So he's right there. He's right on the line. And the fact of the matter is, this is a tough defense. This is a top 5 defense in the Nets. That defense should shut him down a little bit. That is my swaying factor. I'll be honest. It's pretty cut and dry. I got a guy who's priced up basically appropriately to how he's been doing all year against a good defense. That's always going to sway me in that direction. That means more times than not, he should be under this. Say 40 is his mark. This is one of those games he should be under it. That is swaying me. So just to reiterate, guys, I'm going under on Rudy at 40, under at Jonas at 38. Let's lose this parlay. But if you guys want to see, that's how you do it. You put these two together, bang, throw in, there's your flex play. There's the power play, the different ones where you put your 20 into when you're 40. And, guys, I'm looking into the complexities of this as I could sit here all day and do it. But it's really fun, guys. I think it's a great system to use. But you've heard me talk about that enough. So, yeah, under on Rudy, under on Jonas. Who else I got here? I believe it was under on Kyrie, a little rich for my blood at 49, under on DAngelo Russell, and then the only positive one, only one I'm going over for is actually the most expensive or highest projection at Nikola at 51, just because he earns it. I mean, he's number 1 in the position right now. He's absolutely lights out and definitely deserves it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is my first NBA prize picks video of the year. I'm excited to kick out more, guys. Really into the NBA season right now. I've been loving not just DFS fantasy basketball, but I've really been loving my season long too. I got it's much more attentive. I like football more, but I'll be honest, it's much more attentive and it's a lot more active than football and NFL fantasy football. So I definitely am enjoying it, and I can't wait to do more vids for you guys. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and smash that notification bell so we can keep giving you guys the info you need. Got some MMA coming up from me, NFL coming up. You guys will see me all over the place. I'm going to try to kick one of these out every day because I love you guys and I want you guys to have some content. So thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed it, please let me know. If you have any comments, suggestions, love to hear those too, guys. So, and as always, have a great rest of your week, and let's cash.